Hey guys, welcome to a new installment. This is going to be our mobility of the month. So today we're going to focus on how to unlock your hips so whenever you're at the gym, whenever you're playing with your kids, anything that involves you squatting down takes pressure off your low back, your knees, and allows your hips to get in a good position. First thing in squatting, what you really want to focus on doing is sitting back on your hips and pushing your knees out. A lot of people kind of squat like this. They just kind of squat with their knees. So if you look at it from the side, they kind of do this thing, and you feel a lot of kind of just pressure like in your knee joint. You don't really want to do that just because it puts too much stress on your knee. So a good tweak for that would be is sitting back on your hips and letting your knees go out. If you look at it from the front here again, my knees are pushing apart from each other as my hips are going back. Right now, I can't squat very well because, of course, my hips are really tight and basically I need to mobilize them. So here are basically two simple strategies you guys can do at home to help you move better, feel better, and perform better. So the first exercise we're going to do is you want to find a box or find something stable that's about maybe 24, 36 inches high. And what you're going to do is we call this the hip opener. So if I'm going to mobilize my right leg right here, I'm going to put my right foot up on the box. I'm going to take my same side hand, place it on top of my shoe, put my left hand on top of the box, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to drive my hips forward and push my knee out. Well, that's the exact same thing, if you look at it from this position, of what my hips are supposed to do whenever I go into a squat. So all we're doing is kind of reinforcing that motion and really opening up one of these legs a bunch, just like that. You can kind of see it from the front here. So do it from a different angle. If I put my foot here, my hands here, again, I'm just kind of pushing my chest up so my back's flat, and I'm just kind of pushing through these ranges of motion. I'm not doing it too hard or anything like that. I'm just looking for a comfortable range of motion and kind of getting in and getting out. And I recommend maybe at least 20 to 30 reps or even about 2 minutes on each leg. The other thing you can do is, like, if you have a very big resistance band at home, you can also take a resistance band, and these work really, really well and give you a lot of assistance, especially if you're like me and have really tight hips. You can put this thing right at your hip crease right here. Guys, obviously be careful for obvious reasons. And we're going to take this guy and place it on top of the box again. And now as I drive my hips forward, I'm using the band to pull that sucker back in the socket so my hip has more room to move. And now my knee can drive out more. So again, same strategy, about 20 to 30 reps, 2 minutes on each leg kind of thing. In fact, if you watch me kind of squat here, you notice my right leg can go out farther now, just naturally, because of course I've opened up that joint better. The second thing you can do at home, and this is great, especially if you work in an office, it's great to do in a bathroom, something to really help your body just kind of unwind. We call this just the stationary Asian squat. And so what that looks like is, imagine this is a doorway at home. You would basically just grab on, and you'd sit back on your hips, and just basically just let your butt kind of relax and just kind of drive your knees side to side, keeping your back flat. And again, just kind of look for those really tight kind of areas, keeping your feet flat on the ground. You can also bring your feet closer if you want to. And so the beauty of this is it basically allows your body to get more comfortable in the bottom position of a squat, creating more stability and mobility. So it's easier for you to squat and take pressure off of your low back in your knees. And then of course you can test and retest again, do that for about 2 minutes and squat down, and already that feels a whole lot better. If you want to take that one up a notch, just again, if you have access to thick resistance bands that'll really help you out a bunch, you can also take a big band like this, and I can step through it like so, and pull it up right along right below my waistline right there. And now I can sit back on my hips again, and again my chest is up. I can take my elbows and kind of push out on my knees a little bit. And again, all I'm doing Just moving back and forth on my knees there, kind of stretching out my calves and my ankles. And again, just kind of rocking back and forth, looking for tight areas in this bottom position. When you do this consistently every single day for basically about 2 minutes, this is going to make significant change in how much easier it is for you to squat down and play with your kids, for you to perform at sports, for you just to squat down, period. So basically your quality of life is better. And again, if I test and retest, oh yeah, it feels a whole lot smoother, it feels a lot easier, I don't feel as restricted when I squat down. So if you're like me, who has chronic tight hips, these are 2 great exercises to do every single day to help your body move better, feel better, and perform better. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments in the bottom section of the video. If you're someone who needs help with program design, if you're someone who's at the gym and just can't seem to get the results you're looking for or needs a coach, we offer a great online coaching program with more information at the bottom of this video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you soon.